This is EbonyMan2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, aka the King of Receipts. Okay, before we begin, let me first send a shout out to the Viper Pit gang over at STLs, Bomb Cherry, Warren, and Denini. Also, shout out to Sofa Times with Kales and my fellow chat members at TMR Talks. And welcome to my supporters at Get Into It with Goddess and Tracy with the T. I would like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Shout out to all my chat room members and listeners who may be listening in your car, in the kitchen cooking, working out, or just listening while you work. Your time is greatly appreciated. Make sure you hit thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and set it to all. Again, I thank you and I hope you enjoy this presentation. This is EbonyMan2K. In this presentation, I will review the live that SONCERAE performed yesterday in regards to her thoughts on Kevin Samuels and his concept of the high-value man. In the live, SONCERAE claims that she is a high-value woman, making six figures. But at the same time, she's sitting up in a woman's shelter or cheap motel with a twisted wig on. Ray, you need to stop. As a matter of fact, my girl Brenda Davis clowned SONCERAE in a recent chat and posted, "Yeah, she making six figures all right. She making 000, comma 000." Shout out to my girl Brenda Davis for executing that chat post flawlessly. Now, I will also present my conclusion on Kevin Samuels' talking points in regards to the definition of a high-value man. I will also end my presentation with an old school joke that drives home my point. I will be in the chat room during this premiere for any discussions and to answer any questions that you may have. This is your boy, EbonyMan2K. Let's get it.
Me, if you can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, put that in the chat. If you can hear me, let me know. I tried to do this live stream on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube all at one time using streaming software. And for some reason, something happened to the audio and the video. So can you hear me? You can hear me fine. Good. Good. I wanted to talk about Kevin Samuels. A lot of people have asked me about Kevin Samuels. And to me, Lord, like, I don't know what it is about men who come from this platform specifically, YouTube specifically, but the men on here are a trip, okay? Like, I don't know how any woman would want to take advice from any man who posts content on YouTube, because for some reason, the men who are born here, something is wrong with them that's deep rooted, that got something to do with some type of hatred that they have for women. I swear to God, and they act like it in their behavior. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream when you get in here. So, Kevin Samuels. People have come into my live chats all of the time asking me about Kevin Samuels, Kevin Samuels, Kevin Samuels. And I never paid attention to his material reason. I just always wasn't turned on by any type of thumbnail I saw, any type of title of his video. It just wasn't appealing to me. It didn't have anything to do with me. And I try to stay out of spaces that don't have any type of influence on me as a person. You know what I mean? Like if it's not gonna help me be better, I ain't gonna look at it. So I was in a self-help group for women. It's like a guide to self-love. And so this girl had posted a clip that Kevin Samuels, that someone had put of Kevin Samuels on World Star Hip Hop. And inside of this clip was Kevin Samuels doing like this consultation with this woman who was an entrepreneur. She made six figures and she owned like a pet grooming company. And so she was saying to Kevin Samuels that she wanted a six-figure man as well. And so what he was trying to explain to her was that she was an average looking woman. All right. And being as though she was an average looking woman, she didn't qualify for being with a man that makes six figures. Now, he also said that making six figures, only 10% of men make six figures, which to me seems a little off because there are a lot of Black men making money right now. Just men in general, okay? But for Black men, it's a lot of Black men making money now, and it's a lot of women making six figures right now. I make six figures right now. Making six figures is not hard. That's like simple. Okay, so she has her pet grooming business, and she basically just looking for somebody to match her, right? So I was thinking when I first saw the video that maybe she was looking for something she isn't. Like maybe she doesn't have any money, so she's looking for a man that has some. You know how some women who maybe overweight, but they're looking for a man who's muscular. And it's like if you don't take care of your health and you don't take care of your fitness, you are not going to be able to get a man who does those things. You have to do what Romans do in order to be living well in Rome. Kevin Samuels, Jeannie Presley. Kevin Samuels is a guy that gives relationship advice to men. So I'm just surprised that any woman would be asking him for relationship advice. Like, I don't know what possessed this woman to ask him. She could have asked any man in the world. She could have asked Derek Jackson. She could have asked Tony Gaskins. She could have asked any man in the world but this man. But she asked him, right? So, hey, she must have saw something appealing in him. She must be asking him, what kind of woman would she have to be to get a man like him? Now, just because he makes six figures doesn't mean he knows what all men who make six figures want. Okay, so they start getting into this conversation, and he asked her what kind of woman she thought she was as far as physical attraction. And she said she was a 5. But when she put on her eyelashes and her wig, she is 6, right? And he's saying, well, listen, that's average. You're an average woman. You should date average men because only an average woman can attract average men. And I'm still trying to figure out whether he just didn't want to flat out and be like, listen, no man who has six figures is going to date you because you're unattractive, because you're ugly, because you're whatever, right? I think this is what he was, trying to get at, because he was just like, don't make me say it, ma'am. Don't make me say it, ma'am. And he also said that because she was a single mother, right? And she had a 13-year-old son, I think her son is 13, that these were the type of women that men who make six figures aren't looking for. Now, from my experience, I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. I have a 20-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. And fortunately for me, I have no problem getting a man. I have no problem with men being attracted to me. There are plenty of men who are attracted to me, still to this day. So when other men try to degrade me as a single mother, it's weird to me because there's plenty of men that's not even paying attention to the fact that I'm a single mother and they want to kick it with me anyway. You understand? So maybe for me it's how I look physically. Maybe physically I'm not a 5. To me, listen, I look in the mirror, I see an 8. I put on some eyelashes and a wig, I'm a 10. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a sexy woman to me, and only I can determine my value. Now, the reason why I don't use the term simp the way you do, Mr. Michael Cox, up in here talking about Derek Jackson, here talking about Derek Jackson. The reason why I don't use the term simp is because the millennials, like my daughter, she's 20. The word simp is a good thing to them. And the word simp is a bad thing to beta males. So when beta males come into my comment section talking about men who are encouraging women to have a level of self-respect and call these men simps, I realize that men like you are the beta males who are parading around here pretending that they're alpha, because no alpha man is going to sit here and degrade a woman or feel comfortable with a man degrading a woman. Mr. Cox. Okay, sir? So I don't know what you've been through or how many women that turned you down or why you're so bitter. I don't care. But don't use the term simp in my chat. Okay? So anyway, moving on. Moving on. So he's telling her, this young lady that she's 35. She's not going to be able to, date any man who makes six figures because she's an average chick. And I'm thinking, yo, she makes six figures. It's nothing wrong with her trying to find somebody to match her energy. And for a man to feel comfortable enough to say to a woman, you will never be in a position to have a relationship or to have a love from somebody who is making six figures like you. You understand? It isn't that she is sitting here broke and she just wants to come up. She actually has her own money. And she's saying to him, listen, I just want a man who makes the same amount of money as me or makes more money than me. And he's telling her, no, that's not on your level. He's also telling her, they were having this conversation about younger women, and do younger women, they older men. He's 51. Now I'm 40. This woman's 35, right? She's telling him, listen, I don't think younger men would date, younger women would date older men because men old, you know what I'm saying? And to me, I can tell you that's definitely false because I remember when I was 17 and 18, I dated older men. When I was in my early 20s, I was dating older men. So it is younger women date older men all the time. But for Kevin Samuels to say to this woman that men over 35 can get X amount of women and get whatever woman they want, they can get younger women. But women over 35 who are also, six-figure, high-valued women, they can't have younger men. I think that's bogus as fuck. Because here I am sitting here 40, making six figures. I'm not even going to get into details about what I'm doing. Okay, because let me tell you something. Like I said on my live stream on Instagram earlier, you don't know what I'm telling you. You have no clue. Like you'll be like, oh, she's single. Let me tell you something. I love the fuck out of being single. Being single got to be one of the best things I ever done for my life. You feel me? Like I don't know why I wanted to be married in my early 20s. I don't know what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, every time I done got in a relationship, it's been uncomfortable for me every single time. So now I'm poly. I date whoever I want that I'm attracted to, and I offer polyamory to them. But if they don't want to do it and they want to do something monogamous, I could possibly be monogamous for them. But I see no point in us being legally married. Being legally married to me is just some bullshit because being legally married is an arrangement that you make with the government. It is not something that it's not an arrangement that you're making with a person that you love, basically. So I feel like a lot of women are using marriage as a insurance policy to be able to get some money after they get divorced. So women out here just press to be married for the wrong reasons. Some people think love is what's going to keep a marriage successful. I don't believe none of that. You know what I mean? Love, plenty of people who love somebody and they get divorced. Okay? That's neither here nor there to me. So let's see what y'all talking about up in here. The market determines your value. I know I don't have value because women don't want me, so I have to make money to cover up my flaws. Listen, there's some men out there who are financially stable and they don't have any other thing going on for them. Sometimes the money is all they got. So they can't really be mad if a woman, is dating them for their money. They can't get mad when they meet a woman who's a gold digger. Because money is all you throwing around. If you sit up here and you ain't got no brain, you're not intellectual, you're not somebody that can bring something to the table other than money, then what you expect? Women gonna come to you and they gonna want you for your money because that's all you pushing in every woman's face. You understand? Now, when we're talking about high quality people, usually high quality people ain't walking around here pressed to let everybody know they wealthy. Okay, that's not what high quality people do. High quality people don't go around tearing down the opposite sex, just generalizing everything. No, quality people don't do that. Quality people don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to sit down if a man is asking me for relationship advice and he's asking me why women are behaving the way that they're behaving, and he's saying to me, well, I want this Instagram baddie, she got to have a fat ass and she got to have some big titties or she got to have whatever men want, y'all visual creatures or whatever. If a man comes to me and says, "SONCERAE, I want baddie, but I don't think she want me, or I don't think I could get a woman that's an Instagram baddie," I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, you will never be an Instagram baddie. You just don't qualify. No, I feel like everybody can get the type of person that they want to get. They just got to do what they need to do to sharpen the skills in order for them to get it. Because you can get tools and stuff for you to get the type of people that you want in your life. I mean, it's that simple. Just like I was talking about weight earlier. If a woman is overweight and she wants a man who is muscular, all she got to do is slim it down. Put on 2 sports bras, get your ass up on that treadmill and do it. Like, I mean, it's nothing to it but to do it. You heard me? Then you're going to attract the type of man that you want. But you can't sit here and not try to improve yourself and then think you're going to get the type of person that you want. That's for either gender to me. So anyway, hey, everybody that's in the chat. The problem is men don't care about women's success or money. It's her body and her looks. That's what women value. Now, listen, women what we value in ourselves, we care about our looks too, but we also have more to offer. We wear a lot of hats. We're mothers, we are counselors, we are, chefs, housekeepers, accountants, and we're all of these things in one. If you inside the chat, make sure you thumbs up the chat. You only got one job up in here. It's 44 people in here. There's no reason why it should be 8 likes up in here. Y'all need to thumbs up the live stream. Y'all got one job now. Come on now. I mean, really? Holy pigeon droppings up in here. Really? Come on, y'all. Stop. Anyway, so women, we care about what makes us women as a whole. Now, when we're looking at men, I already know men visual creatures. I have an OnlyFans. Of course, I know men are visual creatures. Come on. Stuff they be asking me for up in there. They be like, let me see your feet. I'm like, you want to see my feet? Okay, I'll show you. I got it for you. I'll show you my feet. So anyway, listen. Men are definitely visual creatures, whether they got money or not, whether they're a high value man or not. Women want women who are beautiful. So women who are 5, it's still, let me tell you something, it's men out there who will date a 5. There are men out there, like I dated this guy that worked at the post office one time. Okay, this is when I decided I wanted to be like a regular IT person. I didn't want to be a media personality. I didn't want to be a little local celebrity. I didn't want to be none of that. I just wanted to work in IT. So here I was in Atlanta holding up my little IT job, and I decided that I wanted to date a guy that worked at a post office. Me and him was dating. Me and him was cool. We had a good friendship. Suddenly, he fades to black, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, what's going on with this guy? It wasn't until later on he felt like he wasn't good enough for me. And the person I seen him marry and have a baby with, she was a 5. She was a 5. I was like, this way? So you turned me down? And I was like, what's wrong with you, man? Listen, you cannot determine what somebody can bring to the table by how they look physically. And that's the problem. So many people are shallow. So when I hear Kevin Samuels tell this woman, oh, you're a 5, you an average woman, you're not going to be able to, get a man who's making 6 figures. He only talking about his personal perspective of what type of woman she is. And the men that he is around and what they would think as far as who she is, the social circle that he is in. There are other men who are making 6 figures that will look at that woman, think she is beautiful, and want to slap it up, flip it, and rub it down. That's all I'm saying. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You never know. It could be a 6-figure man out there that love animals. And he meet this woman, and she's sitting up here with a damn grooming business that done made her 6 figures. Kevin Samuels was making her feel some type of way because she owned a grooming business. He was like, bitch, you don't work for Microsoft. You got a grooming business. I was like, a pet grooming business. I was like, this nigga is savage as a fuck. I'm like, why would you say something like that? Okay, she don't run Microsoft, but she has a successful business where it's making her a decent amount of money. Do you know how many people out here trying to start a business and they can't even make $2? They ain't even got 2 nickels to rub together. And this chick done figured out how to turn a pet grooming business into 6 figures? Stop. Come on. Do you know how many people struggling with their business? Men and women? Stop. I was like, damn, he ain't just gonna get his woman props for nothing. He was just like, chick, listen, you don't have what it takes. You're not credible. I was like, damn. Really? Damn. So anyway, I talked about this earlier on Instagram, and for some reason something happened to the damn live stream. That's why I'm talking to it again. So anyway, the hypocrisy going on in both genders, but you still have to be prepared for what you want. Yes, the hypocrisy is still there, but here's my thing. As men and women, always prepare yourself to be able to find the person that you want to be with. Okay, don't sit up here and think that you can't get the type of person that you want to be with. It doesn't matter. Now, I ain't talking about a specific person. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you you can be with the specific person you want to be with. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say you might be able to get a person that's similar to that person. You might, if you're looking for a 6-figure man and that's all you're requiring out of him, that's the type of man you can get. I'm not going to sit here and tell a woman that she can't get that. You just need to do whatever it is, whatever it takes to get that. Okay, whatever it is, like maybe you need to, number one, frequent the areas that men who make that amount of money, where they go. Like, you can't be the type of woman that, like, let's go back to weight. We're going to use this weight as an example. If you're looking for a muscular man, you can't be sitting up at McDonald's eating french fries all the time thinking a muscular man going to come walking through the door, or a shitload of muscular men that you could choose from. He come walking through the door. No, they somewhere at a health food shop. They in the GNC. They at the gym. They ain't at Planet Fitness either. Because let me tell you something about Planet Fitness. When I go to Planet Fitness, sometimes they got pizza at the door. I be like, I'm trying to lose. Are y'all sick? I'm trying to lose weight right here. Like, you can't put pizza right by the door. Like, what? I mean, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't at Planet Fitness. They at a real gym. Okay, like, for the record, they at a real gym. So anyway, my thing is that in order to get whatever it is that you want, you kind of got to be what it is that you want. You can't be low energy and then get a high energy person. To me, the way that Kevin Samuels handled this woman, all jokes aside, was really disturbing to me. Like, a lot of these men who are giving relationship advice, they're giving these women advice based upon the mood they're in at the moment, or of a reflection of an experience they had with a previous one. Or, I mean, it could be a number of things. A lot of these men have mommy issues. A lot of these men have been turned down by a lot of men. I mean, a lot of women, a lot of women, you know, and I feel very sorry. I feel very bad for the men who get onto YouTube and they're looking for leadership. Like, it might be some beta males out there that has the possibility to turn into an alpha. But when you come onto YouTube and you're looking for the leadership here, it's not here for you. I said this a million times. I said this already. YouTube has the sorriest excuse for men I have ever seen. I'm talking about when you go on Facebook and you're looking for leadership, it's a whole nother set of men there that got more education, more money. Okay, they got more masculinity that isn't toxic. Nothing about these men and what they're trying to build with their lives includes them degrading or disrespecting women. Okay, not nowhere. All right. But here it seems like the men, in order for them to feel like they're someone or something, they have to degrade women. They have to disrespect women. Oh, girl, you too ugly. You're not gonna be able to get this type of man. Oh, you a single mother. No man is ever gonna take you seriously. Oh, you gonna die alone. Oh, no man is gonna love you. That type of crap. Like, why would you say something that abusive to another human being because somebody has said that type of crap to you? Like, oh my God, I can't believe these men do that on this platform, and it's very prominent here. It's like one of the places I see it the most. Thank you very much for giving me a compliment up in here. They're too worried about women and less concerned with building generational wealth. Thank you. I think a lot of the beta males on here, or the men who are looking for leadership on here, a lot of the time they're looking for men to give them advice on how to deal with women. And then when they give these men advice on how to deal with women, the advice is so bad. It's like the worst advice I've ever fucking seen. It's like, oh my God, you're not teaching this dude how to be better for women. You are teaching this dude to avoid the type of women that you mad at because they rejected you. That's what you're teaching them. You're not teaching them to go out there and get a good woman. You're teaching them how to avoid women that rejected you. Like, come on now. No, listen, I'm a single mother, right? Beautiful single mom. That's the name of my channel. I changed it from SONCERAE to Beautiful Single Mom because I want people to understand I have no issue with being a single mother. There was a time where I was actually afraid of being a single mother. You know why? Because I've seen so many ostracized single mothers and criticized single mothers. And I was like, wait a minute. All the things that they say about single mothers on YouTube, which is a space I've been wandering around for about 8 years, is any of this true? Has any of this ever applied to me? No, not so much. So how can I listen to something that they say and think this can affect my life? It can't. You know what I'm saying? I get to determine what's happening in my life. And let me tell you something. With all of the negative things that people have said about me, all the rumors that people have told, all of the hate that I have ever experienced, it has never stopped men from trying to holler. They trying to holler. Left and right, it doesn't matter. Rich ones, poor ones, tall ones, short ones, dudes with big dicks, dudes with little dicks. It does not matter, okay? When you are a valuable woman, when you take value in yourself, you have a different walk about you. When you have confidence in yourself, you have a different type of way you move. You have a different type of thing that you do that's attractive to men. So you're going to get the kind of men that you want to talk to. You're going to get every type of man. You're going to get a man that you don't want to fucking talk to. You want to get so many men in your face, it's going to be hard to choose. And I'm telling you that because that's what I'm experiencing at this present time. I am not struggling in that department at all as a single mother. Do you hear me? Men see how physically attractive I am. They love how I think. They love I have a sense of humor. They love how happy I am with my life. These are things that are appealing to these men. You can be attractive to a man regardless to the way that you used to be, your past, the stuff people saying about you, even with your weight. It's plenty of women out here that hold their weight well. It's still women out here who are beautiful, who may look obese to one person. Somebody looking at you and thinking that that peach that you walk around on the back of your butt is sexy. Okay? That little, what did they call it? Like pouch that you have after you have a baby? Some men love that stuff. You don't understand. Listen. Remember, I told you I had OnlyFans. They be like, let me see your pouch. I put you up on game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, do not let these people make you feel any less about yourself because they having a difficult time dealing with their own personal feelings, and they have the nerve to put on top of it, oh, they're giving advice. Earlier today when I was on my Instagram live stream, this dude was like, how you gonna give advice when you single yourself? You ain't in a relationship. You ain't never been married. How you going? I was like, you sound like a real bitch. You sound like a real female up in here. I know this is a beta. I know this is a beta. Listen, and I'm gonna say this again. I ain't gotta be a toilet to know how to flush. You understand me? All right. I ain't got to be married. I don't have to be married. You know why I don't have to be married? Because number one, people who have been married have come to me and spoken to me about their experiences so many times that it's easy for me to give you advice about that. Relationships that I have learned lessons from, I can teach you those lessons. So it's easy for me to give you relationship advice. It's plenty of people out there that'll tell you don't do something that they have done or currently doing. Okay, it don't take skill to give somebody advice. The thing is, you have to be comfortable with accepting that advice or not accepting that advice. That's up to you. You get to choose. You get to choose. I ain't up here trying to control your life. I can only tell you what I know, and I don't know nobody else's business but my own. You feel? You feel? I don't know nobody else's business. Let me go up here looking in this channel. She can't get them to commit. Who can't get them to commit? Let me tell you something. Are you talking about me? The truth? The truth? The truth? You up in here? Bitch, you a lie. Let me tell you something. Getting a man to commit to me is not the hard part. That's not the hard part at all. The hard part is getting me to commit. I'm the one that's having the issue with committing. And like I said a minute ago, I've never felt comfortable inside of relationships. When I sit down and I've spoken about relationships all over social media, all over my YouTube channel, I've talked about broken relationships. I've talked about men I've broken up with. I've talked about men who broken up with me. I've talked about dates I've been on. I've talked about phone conversations I've had. One thing that I learned about myself is that the entire time it was me more uncomfortable inside of the relationship than them. Because there was something that I was requiring from these men that they could not be, no matter how well of a performance they put on. And so I had to make a choice. I had to decide. Was what I asking for too much? Or was it just not meant for me to be in that specific type of relationship? Like I said, I was so pressed to be married. I was so pressed to be married until I was like 33. And I was like, wait a minute, let me think about this. Attached to the bullshit that men be bringing to the table all the time? Probably not. When women start factoring in the requirements of these husbands or requirements of these fiancés, instead of trying to get into these marriages real selfish like, they probably wouldn't even want to be in the relationship because of the responsibility that comes with that man. Like some of these dudes, they like Gizmo. They can't get wet after midnight, can't feed them after midnight. I mean, they come with too many goddamn instructions. You feel me? So just like how men feel like some women are a headache, women feel like that about men too. And I have felt that way about men. Like, you doing too much on me. Like, you bringing too much drama. You bringing too much negativity. You bringing too much baggage. You ain't got no money. You got a job, but what have you built for yourself all of this time? These are things that I be thinking about when I be dating guys. Sometimes men bore me. They don't have intellectual conversation. They might be attractive. They might have a good job. They might have good money, but they can't carry a conversation with me. They're not spiritually in tune. They don't pray. You know, the stuff that I require out of a relationship, sometimes it's not easy to get. And I'll get into these relationships with guys and they'll pretend like that's what they are. Now, that's number one reason why I'm having a commitment issue. Number two reason why I have a commitment issue is because the way that I look at marriage is very different. I feel like marriage, a legal marriage, is a relationship that you have with the government. It's a business license. So to me, marriage, if I decide I want to marry somebody, I'm going to have a spiritual marriage with them. Now, if you've been tuning into my channel for a long time, you know goddamn well that the last time I had a spiritual marriage, everybody had something to say about that. Oh, she got a spiritual marriage. That's some fake shit. That's something. But I thought these relationships, these marriages y'all was supposed to get in are about God, right? God and love. Y'all love each other so much. So why are you taking your ass down to the courthouse to make an agreement with the government? What the government got to do with you and this person that you're sleeping with? Not a goddamn thing. You know why? Women want you to run down to that damn courthouse and sign them papers. You know why she want to be in this partnership with you? Because it's a life insurance policy. In the event that the relationship is over, as a man, she can take a piece of whatever it is that you got. That's what these women are looking for. Room and fucking board. Hello, fellas. Like, ding, 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 ding. They don't get that, though. They don't get that, though. Some do. Some avoid a marriage because of it. You can have a life partnership with somebody. And ladies, you can get money out of men without marrying them. And my thing is simple. Go out there and get your own bread. Ladies, it's that time. It's that time. It's time for us to level it up. You hear me? We can go out there and get our own bread. Start our own businesses. Go out there and get the jobs and the education that we want. Come on now. Like, women got to stop acting like we don't have opportunities. We do. There was a day and age that we didn't. That's why traditional marriage was something that we got into, because we couldn't do the jobs that men do. That's why every woman wanted to be married. But now, that's not even an issue. That's not an issue anymore. You don't need to be married in order to be successful. A lot of these women are scared. You can still have a boyfriend and be successful. Don't let any man, another thing with this Kevin Samuels dude, I just don't understand. Lord, he tried to make this woman, man, listen. He tried to make it seem like, and a lot of men do this, and maybe I might have Kevin Samuels pegged wrong. I know you better like this live stream. I know that. You know what I'm saying? How you just walk? Listen, I'm tired of you people coming to my house and not leaving no tip at the door. The tip at the door is a thumbs up button. I'm gonna need for you to use it wisely, okay? Just use it wisely. You coming up over here, so when you come up over here, I'm gonna make sure that you like it. You leave a comment, you leave something funny in the damn chat that I can answer to, and then you keep it moving. If that's what you want to do, or you stay here and you chill with us. You feel me? But make sure you thumbs up at some point, okay? All right, so listen. Successful women have a hard time finding a man because there's so many men out there who have a difficult time with supporting women in their goals and accomplishments. There's a lot of men out there that have an issue with that because how other men look at them. These are the men that are classified as simps because they're the ones who are the stay-at-home dads. They're the ones who put their dreams out the way for a second so their woman can shine. Shit like that. Other men look at these men like they're weak. That's why there's so many men out there that don't want to be with the quote unquote independent woman. They try to blame it on women like us and say, hey, independent women don't know how to be submissive. Of course, independent women know how to be submissive. You just not that nigga. You just can't get a woman to be submissive to you. You need to figure out what type of man you are if you can't get a woman to be submissive. Because every single woman out there, whether she got a job, no job, kids, no kids, when she get in a relationship with a man, her man is her everything. She out here rubbing his man feet, cooking him dinner, cleaning his damn dirty ass drawers, dirty ass socks, out here paying the dude child support. How many women have you seen sit up here and stick with these dudes that they know broke? I seen it on divorce court the other day. Women up there talking about something. I buy him all his clothes and I buy him these nice ass shoes, and then he go wash the car in them nice ass shoes. And I'm like, you talking to him like he your son, not your husband or your boyfriend. Like, I buy him all these clothes because he don't know how to dress himself. That's the independent woman. So don't sit up here and try to make it seem like women don't submit. It's women out here fucking and sucking they man like it ain't nothing. Shh, no, you can't say that on YouTube. Keep my video demonetized. Cuss words in the chat. So it's women out there that feel comfortable with being submissive to their man. You know why they feel comfortable? Do you know why? Because they're with a man that knows how to lead. Don't no woman want to be with a man submitted to a man that want to lead them into the ground. Every guy talking about he want to lead. These black women won't let me lead them. Shut up. You just not that nigga. You need to figure out what's going on with you and how to sharpen your leadership skills. Let me look on into this channel. Sorry. Fupa, that's what it's called. Fupa. Fupa, right. Fupa. Ain't no, hold on, let me scroll. Okay, girl. Ain't got no ass. Who ain't got no ass? Somebody ain't got no ass? Oh, I don't scroll. Oh, damn, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, my bad, I done missed all this stuff. Oh, this Donnell Okafor person. Oh, that is a troll. Thank you, Mark. Listen, let's clap for Mark, because Mark is like the best moderator on the planet. I tell you something. And Mark definitely is a real person. Mark introduced myself. Mark introduced himself in one of my videos a couple of months back. So just start looking through my videos so you can find Mark if you really want to know if Mark is like a real person. Because I heard the rumors, the people saying Mark wasn't real. Mark is definitely a real person. That's my dude. That's my bestest friend in the world. That's my heart. Man, if it wasn't for him, I'm telling you, that man that told me off the goddamn ledge. Okay, I'm a guy and I can tell you that you need to make a man marry you before you have kids, because the next guy will not commit to a woman with kids. That's some bullshit. Mark, how is the truth person still in my chat? Listen, let me tell you something. Marriage is not going to save you, ladies. When you hear dumb men who are beta males and just stupid say something to you like, marry before you carry. Listen, divorced men abandon women with children all of the time. There are plenty of single mothers inside of my single mothers group on Facebook who are divorced, and the fathers of their children are complete assholes and have disappeared. Yes. And they were married. Yes. So it happens, boo-boo. And it was happening long before all these single mothers were accumulated over the past 20 years. Yeah, men have been abandoning women. What? Miss Whitfield? At least have a long-term relationship. That's a total waste of pretty. Oh, you talking about me? No, here's what I think about dying alone. Let's talk about dying alone right quick. So Kevin Samuels told this woman, oh, you're going to die alone, which was cruel as shit. But the reason why I won't die alone has more to do with how many friends I have and my children. Like, my kids love me so much. I'm like their favorite person in the world. You feel me? Like, when you are that, listen, I'm a mom before I'm anything. Like, I'm a woman, I'm a mother. Like, I love being a mom. I always knew I wanted to be a mother. I always knew it. And my kids are so happy. And they love me so much. I will never die alone as long as they're around. And I can't wait to see the type of families that they build. This is going to be entertaining, boo. I can't wait to see my daughter when she get married or whoever she end up with. That is going to be entertaining, boo. You heard what I'm talking about. That is going to be funny. And my son, you really understand. I ain't gonna die long. What's your question? I'm sorry, the truth. What's your question? I missed your question. Is being quiet about sex the key to getting a girl to do a threesome? Was that your question? Listen, the key to getting a girl to have a threesome has nothing to do with being quiet. It has more to do with aftercare. You know what aftercare is? You don't? Okay, well, let me explain it. So, when you're having sex, right, with the woman that you love, or maybe you jump off, and you're dominating the sexual experience, you beat it up. I mean, you damn near split her in half. After you have sex, what do you do? What you do after that helps you build the bond with the person that you're having sex with. It's not just the sexual experience. It's what you're doing before and after that creates submission in bed. So, after you have sex, what are you doing? Are you giving her a bath? Do you brush her hair? Brush her hair. Give her a bath. Rub some lotion on her or something. And a lot of people be tired, after they have sex. Like one guy said to me, she should be tired. She should go right to sleep. Okay, y'all go right to sleep. Then what you doing the next morning? And you bring her breakfast in bed. These aren't things that make you a simp. These are things that make women more submissive to you. So when you start making her feel comfortable with her sexuality, she'll open up. That's all it takes, man. Make her feel comfortable with it. Because women have sexual fantasies too. Okay? We have to stop talking about sex. So, I was like Blue's Clues. That's how you know I'm a mother, because I just brought up Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. That's my joint though. Me and Justice, we be in there watching Blue's Clues. Paw Patrol. I don't know if y'all seen Paw Patrol. That's my joint. Paw Patrol. Go, 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 go. Paw Patrol. That's my joint. Okay. Marriage genuinely benefits the man more, in my opinion. Who is this baby girl G person? Who's this one baby girl G person? Come from behind it. You better come from behind this anonymous profile. Because I love you, girl. I just love this girl. Who is this? I hate when y'all come up in here and try to pretend to be somebody else. Because some of the time, the stuff that y'all saying be amazing. Kevin Samuels is nothing more than a Dusty in a suit. I'm gonna have to say yes to that. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go yes with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dusty in a suit. Dusty parading around as an alpha is a prime example. Thank you, Traveling Diva 2018. Kevin Samuels is very arrogant in my opinion and talks over people, not very helpful to his callers. Let me tell you something. I don't know what woman in their right mind would call this man and ask him for relationship advice when he already acts like a complete butthole. What woman would want to do? Like, you bitches, are you serious? Like, you dumb already. If you need relationship advice, you got Derek Jackson, you got Tony Gaskins, you got Steven Speaks, you got a whole bunch of white ones, and the ones I just named are only black ones. Call the white ones. If it's that serious, if you don't want to call the black man, call the white. Come on, man. Don't call the men who are misogynistic and sexist towards women because they don't want you to win. They want the men that they are attracting, which is the beta male community, okay? That's easy to target. They're easily targeted because they don't have critical thinking skills. They're underachieving. They're at the lowest of the low. They're like the roaches. They're like the scum of the earth trying to come up. And they're looking for leadership. So all you got to do is put on a nice outfit or look good. And a beta male going to look and think that you got it together, regardless of how ridiculous you sound when you open your mouth. They're going to think, oh, you're alpha because you have a quantity amount of women. Quantity women does not trump quality woman. It doesn't. They're going to think because you can afford this and this and that, you got money. No, having money does not make you alpha. It's part of it, but it doesn't make you an alpha. There's so many things that go with being an alpha male, not just having money. First of all, there's nothing wrong with you having confidence, but to be an arrogant butthole, oh, I don't know why men think that's part of being masculine, especially when you're being that way towards women. I mean, he just looked like a butthole in that video. I can only imagine what he looked like any other time, you know? And it's just my opinion off of this one video. I haven't even looked at anything else of Kevin Samuels. I can't even imagine me and Kevin Samuels sitting down having a conversation. Like, you can't have a woman. It ain't enough patience in the world to be able to sit down. Listen, it ain't enough patience in SONCERAE to be able to sit down and have a conversation with this man without being completely disgusted in some type of way. Because, listen, oh my God, my daughter, what? My daughter, okay. Hold on. I'm texting my mother. My mother needs something. I gotta go to her house. Oh, I thought my daughter brought my mother something, but she didn't. I gotta go take it to my mother. So how long I've been on here? An hour. So I'm about to wrap it up in a minute anyway. Tony Gaskins is a Christian dude. He's a good dating coach. Yes, Miss Witt, 205. Yeah, he's a lot of women who want to be married and stuff like that. That's who you need to be asking relationship advice from. Even if you're a single mother, Tony Gaskins is a perfect person for you to go to and ask for relationship advice. You know? Are you talking about, you saying he's been divorced twice? Deandra, you're saying who been divorced twice? Tony Gaskins, or you're talking about Kevin Samuels? Not Tony. Okay. So listen, a person who has been divorced twice, they've been through a lot. Okay. But like I just said, you don't have to be a toilet to know how it flush. Just because he's been in 2 divorces doesn't mean he's bad at giving advice. What makes Kevin Samuels bad at giving advice is his own personal pain that he's applying to what he's saying. Like, you can give people advice logically. What makes a man alpha is his ability to have emotional discipline. It seems to me that Kevin doesn't have emotional discipline because of the way that he responds to women. It sounds like he has more favor with men because he's trying to appease men. Kevin Samuels told her the truth. She wasn't even paying attention. She was on the phone like a regular average chick. No, she heard him. She kept saying, okay, I hear you. But, and I think part of dealing with somebody who is narcissistic and damn arrogant is that when they say something, they want it to be, that's it. They don't want to, but, or a secondary question or, someone challenging them intellectually. That's what was bothering him. It wasn't that she wasn't listening, because she was saying, I hear you. She was saying, I hear you. I watched it twice. She was listening to him and she said, I hear you. What I think was going on was inside of her intuition, to me, she probably knew that it was some bullshit. Because you can't be sitting here telling this woman that after she's making six figures herself, that she's not going to be able to find another man who's making six figures that's going to be interested in her. Because she's average. She's not average. She's making six figures. She's not an average woman, period. Regardless to what she looked like, you guys are saying, this is what you're saying. You guys are saying men are visual creatures. Men don't care about your money or your education. No, that's not the truth. Betas don't give a fuck about your education. Betas don't care about your money. Any man, listen to me, any man who is alpha probably has his own money, 9 times out of 10. But the woman that he ends up with, if he genuinely is looking for someone to settle down with, she's most likely in a position to carry her own. She's an intellectual person, not somebody that you got to sit there and babysit. Men do not want that. I just don't understand what kind of, like, men who, listen, beta males who are out here playing and just want women to sleep with are looking for women who are physically attractive, and that's it. That's all they care about is how she looks. That's it. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for women to sleep with. They're looking for trophies to put on their arm. They're looking for women that got a nice body so they can put some damn Chanel or Tiffany or Fendi or some shit on her. Okay? Or some lingerie or some shit. Men like Kevin Samuels, that's the type of man that Kevin Samuels is. That's what he's talking to her about. The kind of man he is. He isn't talking about these other type of men who have six figures who are looking for somebody tangible to be in a situation with or a relationship with or some type of marriage or something. Just because this woman is sitting here with a child doesn't mean she's less of a woman. It means she had a relationship. That baby daddy of hers might have done something messed up. And I'm tired of people trying to blame these weird men and their behaviors on these women. Like, don't nobody, listen, a single mother don't have control over these weird baby daddies. This stuff these baby daddies be doing. Nobody got control over them cowards. They do what they want to do. Because 9 times out of 10, if it was up to us, the situation wouldn't have been going the way that it's going. Believe me. She would be going a completely different way. If we could control our baby daddies, trust me. Most men are narcissistic and arrogant. When I play their game, all of a sudden everybody wants to be mad. I just told you a minute ago they can't handle it. They can't handle when you do to them what. Listen, a man could play every woman within a 5-mile radius of the gym that he play basketball at. Okay, he can play every single woman that walk into the damn gym. Play every single one. But if a woman does this, that hoe, what, she making you pay for dates? That fucking prostitute. Oh, you mad? Oh, because she going out there and she doing what she getting something out of the situation. She making you earn her love, earn her sex, earn a damn FaceTime. Ask a dude, when is SONCERAE ever FaceTime me? Nigga, I will make a nigga pay for a FaceTime. We got $4. We can FaceTime. That's me. I require that men earn something from me. And I've been like that. It ain't something new. Like, it's not that I just decided to suddenly turn into this woman. all of these years I've been sitting here and I've been telling y'all all this stuff about relationships, right? I told you all the weird shit that's happened to me. I told you it's dates that I used to pay for because I had money, so I was always the breadwinner in the situation. And then I ended up in a situation with a guy when I wasn't a breadwinner because I wasn't working, I was pregnant, I was struggling, you know what I'm saying? So I had to ask for donations and shit like that. I'm sitting here struggling. Y'all hear all those stories and you don't hear the rest of me. You think all those stories is me and that's it. Well, no, I'm multifaceted. I have so many other things going on that people don't know because you don't know what secrets I don't tell. You don't know them because they're secrets. Okay? That's the point. If you knew what it was, it wouldn't be a secret. SWP discipline. I didn't put up a definition of alpha or beta. I just spoke of an example of the difference. You just want an average girl that's not going to cheat. That's what's up. It's nothing wrong with being average, and there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody that's average. It's okay. Anyway, I gotta go. It's been really Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at the Real SONCERAE. Fellas, I give relationship advice on my OnlyFans to you guys. It's onlyfans.com/SONCERAE_XO. I also do a whole bunch of sexy shit over there. So you could go over there. It's only $10. I think I got 3 more slots left for discount, like $5. It's like $5 instead of 10. You could go over there. I got some stuff that men love over there, okay? And over here, most of my live streams become members only. I might leave this one open, but what I've been trying to do is Instagram live and then upload those Instagram lives to my YouTube. So if you want to catch a fresh live stream, follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be. If you are a single mother, you can go to facebook.com/groups/we-give-you-life. We will welcome you with open arms. Me and there having good conversation, giving each other relationship advice and all types of stuff up in there. Okay. All right. It's been real, y'all. Enjoy the weekend. All right. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.
This is EbonyMan2K. This video will serve as a follow-up to the first video commentary on Kevin Samuels that I did a few days ago that featured an initial look at his background, talking points, and estimated earnings. Well, I have done more research on Kevin, and I have reached the conclusion that Kevin is selling his audience a bunch of hot shit in regards to the notion of the concept of high-value men. That's right. Kevin Samuels is selling his audience a bunch of hot shit. And you know what's worse than that? He knows he is selling his audience hot shit, and he is milking this scam until it dries up. Kevin has a degree in engineering from a Division I school. I also have a degree in engineering from a Division I school. So I know for a fact Kevin has to be smart. You cannot slip through an engineering program from a D1 school without being so. So trust me when I tell you, Kevin knows exactly what he is doing. I noticed that when he gets called out on his BS, he gets very defensive. He tries to deflect, and then he paints this narrative that his critics are haters who are just mad that they ain't high value and part of this exclusive 1%. Well, here's my thing. If 99% of his male audience would not be high value men, and 99% of his female audience would never get a high value man, then what the fuck are we doing? Again, I ask, what are we doing? I know what Kevin Samuels is doing. Kevin's making all the quick YouTube money he can right now, so that by the time you figure out his scam, he will already be on to something else, like sniffing perfume or cologne or some shit. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at how much Kevin makes on one of his average YouTube videos. On the screen now is something that may tickle your fancy, because it damn sure tickled mine. This is a summary of those super chats that Kevin gets during his lives. In this recent video called There Ain't No High Value Men, Is This What's Wrong with Relationships?, Kevin had a total of 72 super chats that included two $50, two $100s, and one at $222. The total amount he earned after the 30% YouTube cut was $715 in super chat earnings. Now, if you take that $715 from super chat and add it to the amount of $208 that he made in advertisement on this video, as seen on the screen, he earned a total of $923 on this video over an estimated 4-hour span. And that span includes the video time and any prep time he had before it. That leaves him with a pay rate of approximately $230 per hour. $230 per hour, y'all. $230 per hour is the billable rate of my attorney. And he is experienced and highly skilled. So when I see this $230 that Kevin is making on these videos, he is not bullshitting around, yo. He is not bullshitting around. Now, you can kiki all you want about how he dressed, and he may be gay or maybe not. But at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels is making that guap. Kevin Samuels is making that guap. Now, here's the problem I have with Kevin Samuels' definition of a high-value man. Kevin is right in concept, but he is wrong in application. I repeat, Kevin is right in concept, but he is wrong in application. He is right in that all of us live in some form of a value system. Some value systems have origins in tradition, some in religion, others in geography and location. A person's value runs tantamount to the value system he or she is thrust into or choose to participate in. So when I listen to Kevin, it is obvious that he is living in his own reality. And he assumes that his reality is everyone else's reality, when it is not. In his world, he is actually correct under that world's value system. I've worked in corporate America, and yes, there are things that they value in order to get ahead, like appearance, the ability to socialize, the ability to communicate, the ability to kiss your boss's ass and lie to get away with shit. Corporate America is a game to be played. And if you play it right, you can be successful. But here's the gag. You still can be successful and high value and not play that game. You still can be successful and high value and not play that corporate game. For instance, you don't have to be good at soccer to be successful at basketball. Soccer may just not be your thing. And you don't have to know how to play golf to land a major deal. If you can sell and you really got the goods that the customer needs, tell them motherfuckers to come meet you at the gym and chop it up with a game of basketball. Hell, that's what I do. If you really need me and my skill sets, you need to come where I'm at. You need me. I don't need you. And that's how the game should be played. What Kevin Samuels is selling is really an old 1980s paradigm where you can just talk your way in and out of shit. Kevin does not have tangible goods or services. So he has to lean on talking a good game to make money. And I will give him credit, he's talking good right now. But after a while, he will have to move on to another form of lip hustling, whether it be sniffing cologne, perfume, or making bologna sandwiches, whatever, you name it. Making six figures and having a lot of materialistic stuff to make you look important is not where it's at. No, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. I studied engineering economics in school, and I currently draft capital expense proposals for multi-million-dollar projects. And I fully understand that real net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. Real net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. Most people think that accumulating a lot of things give you high value net worth, and it does not. If you have debt tied to those things, your net worth goes right back to zero. The same value of a bum. Now, you may not be a bum on the street, but if you are not a steward of your money, you will eventually become a bum at heart. On the screen now are the 6 components of a high value man as defined by Kevin Samuels. And it reads as follows. Number 1, as far as money, a high value man should be making at least $10,000 per month. And this is like in the city of Atlanta, so you can make adjustments based upon where you live. But the minimum is $10,000 per month. He also should be making this for at least 3 to 5 years in length of time. He needs to have group acceptance by other high value men. He also needs to network with high value men. And he also needs to have visibility as far as position and income at the LinkedIn level. So he has to show that he has this money and that he's living at a certain level and be visible with it. And lastly, number 6, he has to be useful to the group and others. Utility. That also gives him value. When I review these 6 items, they seem to be a bit random and not really rooted in anything. When I checked Kevin's credentials, I did not see certifications or degrees that would give credence to his knowledge of social paradigms. I could be wrong, but as of to date, I have not heard Kevin cite one specific book or author or any reports or studies that he read or he has performed that would support this specific narrative of a high value man. It seems like some random shit he came up with on a Saturday morning over a bowl of cereal, based on his own limited experience and knowledge in his own bubble of life. In summary, his 6 components say you need to be a 6-figure nigga who know how to look good and know how to shoot the shit with others, which is the playbook for someone to succeed at the company Xerox in 1985. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in 2020 and currently living in the information age. No matter how you look or who you know, if you have the high valuable information, you are the high value man. I repeat, if you have the high valuable information, you are the high value man. Now, if you don't believe me, go ask Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt and jeans every day. And he looks like a pizza delivery guy. But Mark can hit a button right now and create scenarios to make a Democrat vote Republican. Make you buy shit you don't even want. and make a nigga kill his next door neighbor if he wanted to. All because he has the right information and algorithms to influence you and your decisions. Mark is a high value man not because of what he wears, or who he knows, or even how much he makes. He is a high value man because of what he can influence based on the valuable information that he owns. And he can do that with or without a tailored suit. So let me go ahead and close on this empty suit that is Kevin Samuels. You know, there's an old school nigga joke that probably originated from some rich white man at an exclusive country club somewhere. I would suspect that some old white man interjects this old school joke to his friends during lunch around the dining table. He would proceed to start the joke something like this. He would say, "Hey, Charlie." Charlie would say, "Yeah, Tom." Tom would say, "What do you call a nigga in a bright red sports car?" And Charlie would reply, "A nigga." And everyone would bawl over laughing. And then Tom would ask Billy, "Hey, Billy, what do you call a nigga in a tailored suit?" Billy would respond loudly, "A nigga." And everyone would laugh, man. This type of banter usually lasts for about almost an hour. But hopefully you get the point that I'm trying to make. That no matter what materialistic things you accumulate in life, at the end of the day, a nigga like Kevin Samuels will always be a nigga to them white folks he trying to impress. I guess the late great notorious B.I.G. said it best on his song Big Papa. That money, hoes, and clothes is all a nigga knows. This is EbonyMan2K. I will leave a replay of this commentary for those who came in late to the premiere. And I will be in the chat room to answer any questions. Peace, and I will see you in a sec. This is EbonyMan2K. Yo, if you haven't checked out my first story time, go and do so, please. I have 2 uploads. One with my ex in a green dress on the bed, and another with me in front of my car. Both of them were back in the day. Click on either one to see the story time. But oh, this one I got one coming out. I'm going to hit you with the heat. I'm going to hit you with the heat like Missy Elliott. And yes, you read that caption right. I was at a house party in Atlanta, walked up and introduced myself and had a conversation with the girl I had already smashed and forgot who she was. That actually happened, yo. And I know what you're saying. Damn, Eb, was you out there that bad, yo? Nope. I'm actually conservative in my dating. But the fact of the matter is, I'm just a very likable guy, and women love being around with me casually and intimately. I don't participate in any swingers lifestyle, and I am particular about who I have sex with. But part of the problem in Atlanta is how the dating game is built. Situations like this one at the house party can easily happen to the best of them, like me. And I'm pretty sure this has happened to others as well. Now, in the story time that's coming up this weekend, I will also break down the dating game in Atlanta during the 90s from my perspective as an active participant at the time. So get ready and get your popcorn because I'm going to break it down to the simplest compound. This short music video serves as an introduction to my upcoming series, Storytimes with EbonyMan2K. It gives you a glimpse of the type of people, places, and things I have experienced early on in my young adult life. My subscribers have asked me to share my experiences dating in Atlanta, my time spent in Rio de Janeiro during Carnival, freak dick stories, and other general social stories in my life. Some of the photos in this video captured those experiences. The time frame of these photos are from the mid-90s to the early 2000s. Again, this video serves as a prelude to my story times and adds proper context of people, space, and time. This is EbonyMan2K. Let's get it. This is EbonyMan2K. I need for you to put your screen on full view. The title of this song for this music video is called When We Were Young by Adele, and the cover is being performed by Mackenzie Johnson. Please check out our channel and join. Thank you.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home, you're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears, 'cause nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swore you moved overseas, 'cause that's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to win me back, everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. When we were young, when hopeless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
This is EbonyMan2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka that dude who be having the receipts. Before we begin, the membership program for my channel has been approved by YouTube and has been added with PayPal and Cash App as another option to express your support for me and this channel. I ask that you go ahead and join today and make yourself an official Day 1 member of EbonyMan2K. There is a join button on the homepage and links in the description box and at the top of my comment section. You will get an official members only badge, and I will be adding exclusives from time to time for you to access as a members only participant. Now, the price that I set is reasonable, and it's less than a 2-piece dinner from Popeyes, especially if you get the strawberry drink. So, go ahead and join, get your badge, and make them haters start crying like a baby. You know how they do. Wah, 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 wah. Why you like Ebony Man? Wah, wah, wah. We don't want you to like Ebony Man. Wah, wah, wah. And you take that badge and say, look, I rock with EbonyMan2K the long way. Because not only is he funny to me, but that brother is thorough and he be on point with his presentations, especially with his receipts. So you either get with the program or you get to stepping and go kick a can down the street, because that would be a better use of your time than you trying to convince me to go against EbonyMan2K. I got EbonyMan2K's back 100%. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the main purpose of membership. It is to bear witness to the public that we are going to enjoy ourselves on this channel, and we got each other's back 100%. Okay, let's get it, y'all. This is EbonyMan2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EbMN2K. That's $EbMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EbMN2K. That's paypal.me/EbMN2K. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EbMN2K. That's @EbMN2K. Thanks. And one more thing. The Super Chat is on in the chat room, and it serves as another means of donating and expressing yourself. The Super Chat button is located under the chat window. Thanks.